For over 2 remarkable decades, The Simpsons has entertained audiences across generations with its sharp wit, biting satire, and timeless humor. But could there be more to this iconic animated sitcom than just laughs? Time and again, the show has seemingly crossed the line between fiction and reality, offering eerie glimpses into the future that later unfold in real life. From technological breakthroughs to global political events, its uncanny foresight leaves fans both amused and bewildered. As we edge closer to 2025, it's time to take a deep dive into some of the show's most chilling predictions. Is it mere coincidence, clever writing, or something far more mysterious? Stay with us until the very end, where we reveal the startling truth behind these prophetic episodes. Not the harbinger of the apocalypse, but certainly enough to give you goosebumps. Donald Trump's Orb and the strangely prophetic scene, 2002 versus 2017. Let's begin with a spine-chilling moment that set the internet ablaze. In a 2002 episode, The Simpsons showed a surreal image. Donald Trump, flanked by 2 men appearing to be of Middle Eastern descent, touching a glowing orb. Fast forward 15 years to 2017. The world was stunned when President Trump, the King of Saudi Arabia, and the President of Egypt recreated this bizarre tableau during the inauguration of the Global Center for Combating Extremist Ideology in Riyadh. Was it a sheer stroke of luck that the show captured this moment so precisely years before it happened? Or could there be something much more enigmatic at play? Skeptics might lean toward clever storytelling, but even the writers have admitted that they didn't see such uncanny real-life parallels coming. The Trump presidency, a political forecast, decades in the making. Perhaps the show's most famous prediction was its unsettling foresight of Donald Trump's presidency. In the 2000 episode titled Bart to the Future, a future where Trump becomes president of the United States was presented as a joke, a dystopian scenario that seemed impossible at the time. Fast forward to 2016, and the world watched in disbelief as this seemingly absurd cartoon prophecy became a reality. And it didn't stop there. Another episode teased the possibility of a Trump campaign in 2024, followed by Ivanka Trump launching her bid for the presidency in 2028. Is The Simpsons scripting America's political future, or are we somehow living out a narrative that they humorously crafted years in advance? Artificial Intelligence Gone Rogue, 2016 episode. Science fiction no longer seems far removed from daily life, and The Simpsons was right there to predict it. In a 2016 episode, the family visits a futuristic amusement park entirely operated by artificial intelligence. Initially, the robots serve as entertaining attractions, but chaos ensues when the AI rebels against its human creators. Today, the scenario feels less absurd. From self-driving cars to robotic waiters in Japan, AI is rapidly becoming part of our daily routine. Yet, leading voices like Jürgen Schmidhuber have cautioned against the dangers of unchecked technological growth. Was this episode a lighthearted jab at sci-fi tropes, or a forewarning of AI dominance in the future? The baby translator, turning infant cries into words. Imagine a device capable of decoding a baby's every giggle, cry, and coo into clear speech. Sound far-fetched? Not according to The Simpsons, which featured a hilariously improbable baby translator. Though it seemed absurd at the time, researchers today are delving into sound analysis technologies that could potentially revolutionize parenting. Such a device could eliminate the guesswork of soothing a fussy baby, making sleepless nights a thing of the past. Comedy or clairvoyance? Only time will tell. Dining in virtual reality, the future of fine dining. Would you believe that dining on gourmet meals without ever leaving home could become the norm? In a creepy Treehouse of Horror episode, Homer and Marge dine on virtual food while wearing VR headsets. At the time, it seemed utterly preposterous. Yet today, companies are actively developing immersive dining experiences using virtual reality technology. From cruise ships offering sensory dining to high-tech restaurants simulating exotic locations, the future of dining may well be digital. The episode also depicted holographic invitations, hinting at an era where holograms replaced traditional communication. Fast forward to today, and high-definition holograms are already in use. Devices like Drone are pushing the boundaries of what's possible with 3D projection technology. Could holographic messaging one day become as commonplace as video calls? The Simpsons may have started as a simple animated sitcom, but its legacy now teeters on the edge of the prophetic. Whether a product of brilliant writers with their fingers on the pulse of societal trends, or a cosmic accident of timing, these predictions continue to capture our imaginations. As we venture into a future where fiction increasingly becomes reality, one question remains: are we watching The Simpsons, or is The Simpsons watching us? In a surreal and unforgettable twist, The Simpsons once explored the world of subliminal messaging in pop music. In one particular episode, a boy band's chart-topping single carried a hidden agenda, a covert message encouraging listeners to join the Navy. Outlandish as it sounds, this storyline cleverly highlighted the historical use of music as a medium for propaganda and persuasion. Perhaps this seemingly absurd episode was a subtle reminder of just how vulnerable our minds can be to manipulation through entertainment. Fast forward to the 1993 episode, Marge in Chains, where Springfield faces a flu epidemic that bears an uncanny resemblance to real-world pandemics. The COVID-19 pandemic, which emerged more than 2 decades later, echoed this plot with unsettling familiarity. What seemed like an improbable scenario in the early 90s suddenly became a grim reality in 2020. Was this prescient storytelling merely coincidence, or a reflection of how interconnected and vulnerable our global society has become? Then there's the matter of flying cars, a staple of science fiction that The Simpsons predicted in a 2005 episode. Bart and Lisa witness a future where flying vehicles are as common as bicycles. Today, companies like Samsung Sky are inching closer to making that vision a reality. Their Switchblade flying car recently achieved a 500-foot flight, marking a significant step toward a world where traffic jams could occur in the skies. However, with a price tag of $170,000, this futuristic dream remains out of reach for most. Nonetheless, the concept of a Simpsons-inspired future no longer seems so fantastical. Some episodes carry an ominous undercurrent, hinting at apocalyptic scenarios. Yet despite its darker themes, the enduring appeal of The Simpsons lies in its ability to balance satire with hope. Even in the face of catastrophe, the show consistently highlights the resilience and strength of humanity. Marge's unwavering optimism, Lisa's boundless intelligence, and even Homer's flawed but heartfelt intentions remind us that light can emerge from darkness. Perhaps these seemingly prophetic moments are not just warnings but calls to action, urging us to innovate, prepare, and strive for a better future. As we ponder these eerie parallels and thought-provoking storylines, one question remains: are the writers of The Simpsons simply incredibly insightful, or is there something more mysterious at play? Now in the year 2025, the show continues to blur the lines between fantasy and reality, leaving us with more questions than answers. Until next time, stay curious and never stop seeking the truth.